How did I build the confidence to go from being too afraid to leave the house to quit my 9 to 5, travelling around the world solo, starting multiple online businesses and designing a life I love? Hi, I'm Rebecca Hawkes and I'm here to help you create the confidence you need to get what you deserve in life. And I've recently created a course that's a culmination of every tool, technique and strategy that I've learned and implemented over the last 12 years to help me completely transform my life from what was me just barely existing to me actually living the dreams that I had in my mind. And that all started with knowing that I wanted to travel the world and having no one to go with, so going on my own. So a very quick little backstory. 12 years ago, between the ages of like 18 to 20, I had crippling anxiety. Like, not just feeling a little bit anxious some days, like crippling anxiety. I couldn't leave the house. I had IBS, so irritable bowel syndrome, and the anxiety would cause the IBS, and then the IBS would cause more anxiety, and it just became this vicious cycle. And in the end, I had ended up with like panic attacks regularly, like not quite daily, but pretty regularly, and that kind of added to my fears of leaving the house. It made it worse because I was like, if I go out, am I going to have a panic attack, and what on earth am I going to do? It was terrifying, and it was really not a fun way to live. So my life was literally wake up, drive 5 minutes down the road to work, go to work, come home, sit in my bedroom, watch YouTube videos of other people living their life. I didn't go out at the weekends, I didn't socialise, I didn't really have many friends. Although I did get on with people that I worked with, I didn't have close-knit relationships because whenever I was asked if I wanted to go for drinks or go for dinner, my response would be no. And I would make up some kind of excuse, and it would always be because of my fears. I would be scared that somebody might be sick if they choked on their popcorn if we'd gone to the cinema. Or I would be scared that if I went for dinner in a restaurant, I might get food poisoning and I might be sick as well. So I had this phobia of people being sick, and that really contributed to the anxiety. So didn't really have much of a life. And then there was one day where I'd called in sick to work. I'd had a really bad flare-up of IBS, and I'd dragged myself into work in the afternoon, and my boss said to me, if you hadn't come back in this afternoon, you'd be gone. Essentially, we would have to let you go, because the fact that you are off sick so often, it's not fair on your team, it's not fair on us as the department. We can't manage the workload, it's not fair, you will be gone. So from that moment, it was real like this like massive slap in the face, because obviously that then caused a lot of anxiety around, oh my god, am I going to lose my job, the one thing that I actually have in my life. But it was also this moment where I was like, I have to change. I cannot live my life like this anymore. I cannot wake up every morning feeling scared, feeling afraid that someone might talk to me and I won't know what to say, getting dressed and being worried about whether it was the right outfit or the wrong outfit. Would I be judged on my outfit? Or even not being able to go to the shops like after work. Like I couldn't just walk over to Tesco's and be like, I'll just pick up, I don't know, a bottle of wine or some chocolate tonight, because the thought that somebody might speak to me. Or it's really hard to explain. I just felt like I was constantly being looked at and judged and criticised. And then there was that fear that either my IBS would kick off or I would have a panic attack. So it was really not a nice place to be. And I decided, like, I'm not doing this anymore. I am not existing anymore. And I thought to myself, if I get to 80 years old, how am I going to feel about my life right now? Like, am I going to get to 80 and go, wow, look at what you did? Like, think about all these amazing memories and these experiences, and look at what you achieved. Look at who you were. Look at the scary things you did. Was I going to get to 80 and think that? And the answer was no. I was going to get to 80 and I was going to look back at my life and think, what a waste. What have I actually done? I have literally wasted the one life that I have. And I knew that I felt the feelings that if I was 80 years old and I was sat in my chair and I was looking back and I had done nothing with my life, I know that it would be horrendous. It would be miserable and I would hate it. So I made a commitment to myself. I committed to changing my life. I committed to living a life that I would look back on and be proud of. I committed to becoming the most confident person I knew, which I was starting at like ground zero, so it was going to be a long road. And I committed to overcoming all of the fears that I had that said I couldn't have what I deserved, that said I couldn't live the life that I want to, that said I couldn't go and live these crazy dreams that I had in my mind. It's like my mind were playing these movies over and over again of all these ways that my life could play out, but I would never be able to do it in that current mindset. It would never happen. It was like I was just watching a film of other people's lives that could happen to me, but were never going to happen. So I made that commitment to myself, and within a year, I mean, a year's like a fairly long time, yes, but also it's kind of a short time in the grand scheme of things. But within a year, I'd gone from being too afraid to leave the house to the regular panic attacks to the crippling anxiety. And yes, the anxiety was still there, still IBS to a certain extent, still panic attacks, but not as frequent. But I was socialising every weekend. I had solid groups of friends. I would hang out with people after work. I had fallen head over heels in love with a guy and then had my heart broken, which sucked. But it was nice to have that experience, to have an actual experience of, oh my God, I've fallen in love. I'm going on dates. I'm doing all these things that are terrifying. I'd been on 3 trips abroad. I'd been to my first festival. I'd started a little jewellery business, which I ended up like closing down because of what I'm about to tell you next. I quit my 9 to 5. That 9 to 5 I was nearly fired from. I quit it. And I booked 9 flights around the world by myself. So I had this massive trip planned for myself. I was going to go on my own, bearing in mind, couldn't go to Tesco's on my own before, couldn't get on buses, couldn't get on trains, would never even dream of getting on a plane. Yet I was booking this trip for myself. And I did it. And this was before I knew about personal development. It was before I knew about self-help books or anything to do with like coaching, or I didn't know anything about that industry or that kind of, I don't know what the word is. Like I didn't know about personal development. I just committed to myself that I was going to change my own life. It was before I'd had CBT therapy for anxiety. I did it all myself. I changed my life myself. And over the years, I've really wanted to create something for other people who lack confidence, who are stuck in a place that they really don't want to be in, who have this like vision for their life but no idea how to actually make it happen. I've wanted to create something to essentially what I needed like 12 years ago. I wanted to create something that would have actionable steps and practical strategies and techniques that you can use on a daily basis. But I'd never landed on the right thing. I'd never been able to bring everything together in a way that felt good to me and in a way that I could go, yes, this is it. But over the past 6 months, it's finally come together. It's finally come together, and it's led to me creating the confidence course. And the confidence course is kind of what I want to share with you today, because it's something I'm incredibly proud of. It's something that has been a lot of hard work, and it's something that I know, based on my own experience of implementing everything that is in this course, I know that it has the potential to help you change your life just as it helped me change my life. So I have got some notes. So if you see me not looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking at my notes behind. So the confidence course was designed to help you get what you deserve in life. So whether it's a promotion you want, a pay rise, a job that you're going for, starting or scaling a business, whether it's having the relationship of your dreams, being able to get back in the dating scene after a long period of being single or after a traumatic breakup, or whether it's simply wanting the confidence to be able to wear whatever you want, to be able to wear red lipstick, to be able to wear high heels, all things that I didn't have the confidence to do, by the way. That's why I'm putting this bit in here. But even having the confidence to walk into a restaurant first. Like, I could never be the first person to walk into a restaurant. I couldn't be the one to open the door and walk in and be like, hi, table for 2, please. I couldn't do that. I didn't have the confidence to do that. I'd be so worried. I'd be so like worried of judgment, or what are people going to say if I walk in first? I just didn't have that confidence. And if you are there as well, that's something that I want to help you with as well, because those little things, they're not little things to the people that are struggling with them, but they make such a difference. Knowing that you are going to go out, you are going to wear something that feels amazing, and you are going to have the confidence to do it, wear something bright, wear something loud, wear something extravagant or what may be considered as over the top without worrying about judgment or criticism. That's amazing. That's incredible, because then you're going to feel good in yourself. So whether you have like mini or modest or mighty goals that you want to achieve, the confidence course was created to help you build the self-confidence you need to achieve those goals, and to help you overcome every little tiny fear that tells you you can't have what you want. Because I am here to tell you that you can have what you want. It might take time, it might take practice, it's not necessarily going to be an overnight thing, but that doesn't mean you can't have it. You absolutely can. So I've spent a significant amount of my time thinking about how I actually, time and time again, because this was just the first time that I changed my life. The story that I shared with you at the start, this was just the first time that I really transformed everything for myself. I've repeatedly done it again and again when I've hit new levels in my life where I'm like, this isn't where I want to be anymore. Or, oh, I'm stuck. Or I'm just staying in my comfort zone right now. And 80-year-old me, not going to be happy if we carry on here. So I've looked at and thought about the things that I've done time and time again that have changed my life when I've hit a point where I wasn't satisfied or felt stuck. And I looked at all the practical things that I did to build my self-confidence, the practical things, the mindset things. I looked at everything. And back in 2019, after an unexpected breakup, I had to rebuild my confidence from the bottom all over again. And I went back to what had worked for me previously. So I looked back on the previous years and was like, okay, I've done this before, I can do it again. How am I going to do it? And I followed my own methods because, I mean, if they don't work for me, they're not going to work for you. But I followed my own methods. I went back through everything that I'd done previously. So I know that everything that I'm sharing with you in this course works. It worked for me time and time and time again. It continues to work for me on a regular basis. It has worked for my clients when I've shared these exercises and strategies with them over the past 4.5 years. And now I have brought everything together in one powerful container that can be used repeatedly, no matter what goal you're striving for, what point in your life you're at, no matter how high or low your confidence levels are. These techniques can be reworked and reused. And that again was really, really important for me. I didn't want to create something for you that you would use once and then never be able to refer to again. I wanted to create something that was like a lifelong tool for you, that you could go back to again and again, that you could dip in and dip out of, that you could wake up one morning and go, oh, do you know what, my confidence isn't there today, what can I do? And you go, oh, I know, module 3, video 4, that's where I can go. And you can watch that and use that and then get the confidence back. So it's really a resource that is, as I said, like lifelong impact for you that can be repeatedly referred to. And the best part is each of the confidence boosting strategies can work in minutes. So it's not a case of I have to sit there and work through this for 2 hours a day. It can work in minutes. And when you've spent long enough implementing them and practicing the tools and reusing the strategies and the techniques, they can work in seconds. Seconds. So powerful. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So you can start your day every single morning with like a 5-minute ritual. If all you've got is 5 minutes, you can start your day with a 5-minute ritual. Obviously you can do longer if you want to. But then you're ensuring that you're bringing confidence into you, into yourself, into your life first thing. And then you can also use the tools as a solution. So each time you notice your confidence levels have dipped or an event has sprung up, say it's an unexpected event, which inevitably it will because we're all humans, we all have lives where different things impact us on different, like on regular bases. So whenever anything has like sprung up and stopped you in your tracks, turn to your solutions, turn to your strategies, turn to your confidence techniques. Now, the confidence course will help you to create and develop a 90-90 mindset. Striving for 100% confidence is unrealistic. If anybody tells you that they can help you be 100% confident 100% of the time, run, because it's a lie. It's not true at all. We are human beings. Stuff happens to us regularly, and we are never ever going to be 100% confident, and we are not supposed to be 100% confident. Instead, what is possible is developing a 90-90 mindset. Now, there are 3 core principles of the 90-90 mindset, and they are: 1, we believe in becoming 90% confident 90% of the time. As I said, 100% confidence is unrealistic. And when you are striving for 100% confidence, it can actually be really damaging for you, because you're striving for this unattainable goal. So you're working for something that you're never actually going to get. It will never be achievable for that. So you strive and strive and strive and strive to get closer to 100% confidence. But you then become frustrated because you're never going to get there. It's not possible to be 100% confident all the time. So you're striving for the impossible, and then because you're not getting there, you feel frustrated, and you're more likely to feel like a failure, which overall impacts you very negatively. Whereas 90% confident 90% of the time is realistic, it's achievable, and it's something that you're absolutely capable of. And I know that because I've done it myself. If it was possible for me, the girl that was too scared to leave her house, then it's absolutely possible for you to do that as well. Also, I should probably note that Jasper's like breathing really heavily in the background. He's just having a little nap, so that's what you can hear. Principle number 2 is you only need 90 seconds of confidence to get what you deserve. 90 seconds of confidence. So forget trying to be confident all the time. 90% confident 90% of the time, yes, we can aim for that. But also, until you get there, and when you're having the moments in your life where your confidence isn't at the highest, you don't need to worry about being confident at all. You just need 90 seconds. If you can conjure up 90 seconds of confidence, if you can conjure up the 90 seconds of confidence you need to take brave, bold action 1, 2, 3 times a week, imagine how much you'd have achieved in a year. Because the truth is, you just need those 90 seconds. Those 90 seconds is all it takes to apply for a promotion, to ask your boss for a pay rise, to apply some red lipstick, to ask someone out on a date, to send a message that says, I don't think we're working out, it's not compatible, when you're dating someone. You don't need to spend the whole day being confident. You just need 90 seconds of confidence to make a decision that can potentially change your life. So we will be using the 90 seconds of confidence to help you achieve specific mini and modest goals throughout the course. So that's something that is going to be shared throughout each of the modules so that you can take those confident 90-second actions. And then the final principle is that there are 3 layers of confidence that you need to master in order to achieve the 90% confidence 90% of the time. And these layers are think confident, act confident, and feel confident. And each of these layers are what I have worked on to create the confidence that I needed to change my life. And they are the layers that I continue to work on day in, day out, to make sure that my confidence is always evolving and that I'm always stepping into new levels of confidence. And the module, so module 2 is all about thinking confident, module 3 is all about acting confident, and module 4 is all about feeling confident. So you're going to look at those in a lot of depth so that you can master each of those 3 layers of confidence. So just to give you an example of what you can kind of achieve once you've created a 99 mindset, these are some of the things that it has helped me achieve personally over the years, and they are: get every job I've ever interviewed for. I think there was one job that when I came back from travelling that I applied for that I didn't get, but other than that one, every job I've gone for, every job I've interviewed for, I've got. And I've had, I think it's about 18 jobs now. 18 or 19 jobs prior to me starting my own business. So it's a lot of interviews, and a lot of jobs that I've got because of the way that my mindset has been. I've asked for pay rises and promotions. When I was last hired for my last full-time 9-to-5 before I quit everything to start my own business, when they wanted to hire me, they told me what the salary was, and my response was, based on my experience and the job that I've been doing for you so far, because I temped for a few weeks, I feel like I am worth more than that salary and I would like an increase. And I got it. And that was because I had those 90 seconds of confidence where I turned around and went, no, this is what I deserve and this is what I want. And it happened. I didn't need to be confident for the whole interview. I didn't need to be confident for the 3 weeks leading up to that. I just needed those 90 seconds of confidence to go, this is what I want. And I got it. I have raised my prices as a social media manager. So before coaching, I was a social media manager. Raised my prices from £75 a month to over £3,000 a month. Now that obviously progressed in the years throughout my career as a social media manager. So it wasn't just a wake up one day and go, oh, I'm going to charge £3,000 now. It was like steady progression throughout my 6 years as a social media manager. But the 90-90 mindset is what I used to help me raise those prices with confidence. I've started, as I said, multiple online businesses. I've travelled the world on my own. I've lived in Thailand, Australia and Honduras for long periods of time. I have set boundaries in my personal and work life. This is huge. Like, boundaries are so important. And when we lack confidence, we don't implement boundaries. And that can impact us in so many ways. It can impact our mindset negatively. It can impact our health and wellness. It can impact the way we feel about ourselves. It can impact everything. So having the confidence to set those boundaries in my personal and work life has been a game changer for me. I also now wear the clothes that I want to. I wear red lipstick. I walk into places first without feeling self-conscious. And I've even been, when I started dating now, years ago, I used to be terrified before a first date. Now, it's just a date. Like, it's just a date. I turn up. There's tiny moments where I'm like, yeah, I think I might leave now because this is terrifying. But then I remember everything that I've learned, and I use the tools and techniques that I'm sharing in the confidence course to be able to feel confident in those dates. And that's worked out quite well for me. So the confidence course itself is made up of 6 in-depth modules. So the first module is all about calculating your confidence levels and where you are right now, because it's really important that you understand your starting point. So no matter where it is, it doesn't matter if your confidence is at rock bottom or if you're fairly confident or you're actually feeling quite confident but you want to get to new levels. It's really important to understand where you are starting from and then to set intentions so that you have something to work towards throughout the course. Module 2 is the mindset makeover module. I think this is, I want to say it's my favourite, but then I feel like I see other bits in the course and I'm like, oh no, there's other bits that are my favourite as well. The whole thing is just my favourite. But the mindset makeover is all about focusing on changing your inner narrative so that you start thinking confidently as your default. And this was the very, very, very first step that I took when it came to changing my life all those years ago. I stopped telling myself I'm scared of going to the shops, or I'm scared to leave the house, or I can't go out on my own, or I can't get on a bus, I can't get on a train. I stopped telling myself I can't, and I changed my narrative myself. I changed my the thoughts that I had on repeat, and I started repeating a new mantra to myself, and that was, I can achieve anything I set my mind to. And by changing the thoughts in my mind, it helped me to change the other areas of my life. It helped me to take more confident action. It helped me to feel more confident. And yeah, that was the starting point, and that's why it's right at the start of the confidence course. Then module 3 is all about creating confidence. So it's about overcoming challenges, facing your fears and taking confident action regularly. And this is a huge point where the 90 seconds of confidence is going to come into play. That idea that you only need 90 seconds of confidence to take the action you need to change your life. Then really importantly, module 4 is resting and recovering. And this is more about like prioritizing self-care so that you can reset your nervous system when you've stepped out of your comfort zone. Because we have to be realistic. When we are doing things that scare us, when we are pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone, and when we are facing our fears, it can feel really uncomfortable, and it can lead to a little bit of a crash afterwards. It can conjure up all sorts of feelings, all sorts of emotions. It can feel very unsteady and unsettling. And that's why there's a whole module dedicated to prioritising rest, prioritising self-care, and understanding how to support yourself after you have taken scary action. And I think it's good to give yourself that grace afterwards to be like, I did this brave thing and now I'm gonna take care of myself because I need a bit of a reset. And that module's also going to be where we bring in like feeling confidence in your body. So actually bringing in the physical feelings of confidence, because it's one thing to think confident, it's one thing to act confidently, but you also can bring about the feelings as well, which contributes to you mastering all 3 layers of confidence so that you can create the 90-90 mindset and get what you deserve. Then module 5 is daring decisions, and this contains one of my favourite activities. Actually, it's one of my clients' favourite activities, or my clients who've done it's favourite activities. It's not even making sense. But this is where you're going to learn the micro actions to feel confident every single day, and make daring decisions that will actually get you what you deserve. So it's not just a case of you being able to think confident and you go, oh yeah, I think confident, now the things are just going to happen for me. You have to take the action, you have to make the decisions, you have to do the things that scare you, but you can do it in a way that is really empowering and makes you feel good and just adds to your confidence levels. Confidence comes from taking action. Comes from 3 places, but one of the places it comes from is taking action. And taking action comes from daring decisions. And then lastly, it's all about setting standards. So module 6, you are going to raise your standards, set new boundaries, and stand strong in them without feeling guilty. Because it's all very well creating boundaries for yourself, but you have to be able to stand in them when you feel uncomfortable or when somebody is challenging those boundaries. And you have to be able to do that without feeling guilty or feeling like you should not have those boundaries in place or you should appease somebody else, because that's not the case at all. So by the end of the course, you're going to walk away with practical strategies and tangible techniques to use every day to become 90% confident 90% of the time. And forget needing to spend hours and hours and hours working through an elaborate, unrealistic mindset ritual. These are tools that can make a difference within minutes. Now, they might not make a difference within minutes immediately. The first time you do them, it might not be like, oh my God, I'm the most confident person in the world. But you will notice subtle shifts. And then over time, as you build on those practices, as you build on the techniques, as you get used to doing those techniques, you are going to be much faster and the confidence is going to come much quicker within minutes, within seconds, which is amazing. There are 3 sign-up options for the confidence course because I wanted to make it as accessible to as many people as possible, because I really do believe that we all deserve to be confident and we all deserve to get what we desire in our lives. So I wanted to make it really, really accessible. And I also understand that some people aren't really into having coaching support. Some people just like to work through courses on their own. But likewise, I also understand that some people need a bit of accountability and need a group setting to be able to work through the courses and get results from them. So the first option is the light option. So this is self-paced. So you get the course, you work through it all by yourself, you get lifetime access to the course. And it also does include 3 live Q&A calls per year. So there'll be 3 times a year where we can jump on a Zoom, and if you've got any questions about the course or if you've got something that you're kind of struggling with, you can jump on a Zoom and get your questions answered. The current price for that is £289 or 6 payments of £49. But from Friday, the instalments are going to be changing to 3 monthly payments. So the price will be slightly increased, but spread out over 3 months instead of 6 months. Then there is the group option. So there is a group option starting on Monday the 13th of March, which is this coming Monday. And this also includes lifetime access to the course and the material. And I should also say, like, lifetime access to any additional material. So if there is a module 7 in the future, it's included in the course. I'm not going to say to you, oh, you need to pay me extra for module 7 now. I'm just going to continue to add to the course over the years. So that's also included in your investment. Plus, the group option also includes 7 weeks of group coaching support and a private community on Voxer. So for 7 weeks, I'll be there for you to support you as you work your way through the course, and you'll have that community of people who are also working through the course at the same time. But the best thing is you can join as many live rounds as you want to in the future. So there are currently 3 live rounds planned for 2023. So the live round starting next week. Then there's one planned for May, June time, and then one for the autumn, so like October, November time. And you can join as many as you want to for free. So the rounds that I run next year, the rounds that I'm planning to run the year after, you can join them as part of your investment when you sign up now. So the current price for this is $589. This is not going to be the price forever, just by the way. But I don't know when I'm going to change it, so who knows. I don't want to be like, the price is changing tomorrow, because I don't like that whole like false scarcity thing. It's icky. But the current price is $589, or 6 instalments of £99. And from Friday, as with the light option, from Friday the instalments will change to 3 monthly payments. So they will be slightly more expensive, but there'll be less monthly payments. The last date to sign up for the live round starting on Monday is Thursday the 9th of March. So there's 2 more days to sign up to this live round. After that, if you sign up for the group option, you won't be able to join the live round until May, but you will still get instant access to the course. Oh my God, it's snowing. Why is it snowing? Sorry. So yeah, you won't be able to join this live round, but you will still get instant access to the course. So sign up after Thursday, instant access to the course, join the next live round that starts in May, June time. And then the last option for you is the one-to-one option. So for those who prefer extra support and accountability, there is the option to upgrade to one-to-one as well. So it includes the same lifetime access to the course, unlimited live group rounds as well. So you get everything that's included with the group. Plus you also get one-to-one coaching call a month with me for 6 months, so that we can work very specifically on what you're trying to achieve, and weekly email support for added accountability. So this one-to-one option is perfect if you have got a very specific mighty goal you want to achieve in the next 6 months. So something that we can very specifically focus on and say, okay, this is what I'm achieving in these 6 months. And it's typically going to be bigger goals. So if there is something that you are specifically trying to create, if there is a promotion that you're going for, if you want to get your prices to a certain point in your business, if you want to sign a certain amount of clients, if you want to start a podcast, if you want to get back into the dating scene, there's a very specific goal that you want to work towards. And the current price for that is $1,729, or 6 payments of $289. And the payment plan for that is not going to change, because it's a 6 month support thing. So we'll just leave that at 6 months. So the confidence course is a resource that can be repeated time and time and time again throughout your life, as I have repeated it time and time and time again about throughout my life. And you'll be able to continually move to a new level of confidence, overcoming obstacles with ease, and manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. And it is something that I am so proud of. I love that I have finally, after all this time, been able to put everything that I've learned, every tool and technique I've used over the past 12 years into something powerful for you. Now, I've obviously learned a hell of a lot of things, and there are some things that I haven't put in because they just haven't worked for me. So I'm only putting things into this course that I have used and that I have that have actually changed my life for me, because I want comes back. Pause during poor connection. Here we go. Let's go back. Yeah, I only put in tools that have actually worked for me, because I didn't want to put in anything that maybe came from someone else, or anything that I tried that didn't work and go, oh, well, it might work for someone else. It's only tools and techniques that are proven for me that have helped me change my life. So you can sign up via the link in my bio, or you can go to rebeccalucyh.co/Insta, or you can just drop me a DM if you have any questions about it, and I will happily answer your questions for you. Because if this is something that you like the sound of, then I would love to see you in there. There were a few questions that I had in my story, so I'm just going to answer those quickly, and I'm also going to answer them in my stories as well. But I thought, while I'm here talking about the confidence course, I will answer these common questions for you. So the first question, let me just get it up, was, you say the group version gets us access to future live rounds. How often will you be running this? At the moment, now this may change, but at the moment there are 3 live rounds planned for 2023. At an absolute minimum, there will be 2 rounds a year. Absolute minimum. But my aim and my hope is to run 3 times a year. So that would work out at 21 weeks of coaching support throughout the year. Okay? Which is, I mean, that's quite a lot. That's nearly 50% of the year you're getting coaching support from me, just from the one-time investment. Maybe I need to change that. No, I don't. I'm joking. No, this is important for me. I want to help as many of you as I can, as often as possible. So at the moment, 3 times a year. It may change, but at a very bare minimum, it will be twice a year. Will this help me with my confidence to market my business and sell my work more consistently? Yes. I mean, I can't sit here and promise you that you're going to achieve everything that you want, because that would be really poor of me as a coach. Like, you've got to put in the work. You've got to practice the techniques and put in the work. But the tools that you're going to use are going to dramatically increase your confidence. And for me, so marketing myself was something that I was always I felt really icky about. I felt really nervous about. I would never in a million years have got on a live video. When I started out as a social media manager, I used to bang on to all my clients about going live and selling their stuff and putting their face on camera. And I wouldn't do it myself because I felt too nervous. I had all these shitty stories about I'm not pretty enough, people are going to look at my teeth, I'm not good enough, all the crap that comes with that. I had all that there. It's okay, Jazz. So I never used to market my business either. And I mean, I marketed it, but people just came to me anyway. Most of it was through referrals. But then when I worked on my confidence again and again and again, it gave me the confidence to market myself and market my business. And actually, I will tell you about a client that I worked with who was terrified of being visible. Absolutely terrified. Couldn't be visible, couldn't go live, couldn't even put photos of herself on her social media. And we worked together one-to-one for 6 weeks in a different program that I had, but that contained all the techniques that I've now put into the confidence course. And within 6 weeks, I can't even believe this, because I don't think I would be able to do this, but within 6 weeks, she went live to market her business in a Facebook group with over 100,000 people. The Facebook group had over 100,000 people and she went live in there, having previously 6 weeks before not been able to even put photos of herself online. So I want to say, yes, it's going to help you confidently market your business and sell your work more consistently. But obviously I can't promise anything, but the techniques are there for you to use. I can't decide whether the group or one-to-one option is the one for me. What would you recommend? The thing is, you have the ability to upgrade at any time. So even if you sign up for the light version, so the self-paced version, you can decide to upgrade to the group version or the one-to-one version at a later date. So the group version is great if you want your peers there as well. So if you want a group of people, more than just me, working through the course, so you've got that accountability, you've got that little community, and you know that other people are experiencing what you're experiencing, the group is fantastic. If, as I said before, you have a really big goal that you want to strive for and you need regular accountability and you want someone where we can chat one-to-one once a month and we can talk very in-depth just about you and your goals, then the one-to-one's going to be better for you. Because with the group coaching, if we have any group coaching calls, then during those sessions, it's only going to be limited time that we can focus on you. And it's mostly going to be about as we work through the course. So it's not necessarily going to be every week we have a group coaching call. I'm going to try and bring in some other experts to help with different areas when we do the group coaching, when we do the group version. But it's not like we're going to have a weekly call every single week where we are going to answer your questions or work towards you achieving that specific goal. Yes, there will be the support, but it won't be as in-depth as if we were working one-to-one. So if you've got something that you want to strive for, really want to strive for over the course of 6 months, then I'd recommend the one-to-one, but you can upgrade later down the line if you decide you want to. I'm not great at following through with courses I buy. Do you have any tips to help us complete this? Yes, and I'm exactly the same. And one of the key things that was really important to me when creating the confidence course was making it easy to digest and making it easy for people to work through, because I am somebody that really struggles to complete courses as well. I get that real excitement when I join up and I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be so much fun, I'm going to enjoy it, and I sign up and then I either see modules that are an hour and a half, 2 hours long, and immediately I'm like, I don't want to start that, or I see courses that are multiple modules that are maybe like 8, 9, 10 modules, and I'm like, the first module I'm like, yeah, this is great, this is really exciting, and then I forget about it. So I've tried to make it as easy to digest as possible. So each module is going to be split into 5 videos. So 5 videos that you can work through, and they're going to be drip fed, so that you've not got to think, I've got an hour and a half or 2 hours to sit down and work through this stuff. You'll just have shorter videos. So 15 to 20 minutes is the typical range of video content. Some may be longer. I don't think there are any shorter, other than like introduction videos. But they're going to be around 15 to 20 minutes, so that you can easily digest what you're learning, and then you can implement what you've learned straight away, and so that it's not taking up too much of your time. And they'll be drip fed, as it said, so that it reduces overwhelming, so that it helps you to work through the course and to complete the course. Because obviously that's really, really important. If you complete the course, then you're going to get much better results in the end. What format are the training materials in? They are in video format, so they will be video content, and there's going to be a private podcast feed, so that you can listen to the trainings in podcast format, so in audio format, because I know for some people they don't want to sit down and watch videos, they want to listen to the trainings on the go. And what's really great is the podcast audio format is that you can dip in and out of the trainings again. Like if you're on your way to a meeting, for example, and you need a bit of a confidence boost, you can be like, okay, I'm going to go to module 3, video 5, this is the exercise I'm going to work through as I'm on the way to that meeting. So it's really easy to digest and to work through. So videos, audios, and of course there'll be transcripts as well. If you need to read through the trainings, there'll be full transcripts as well. Is this for business owners? Yes. Absolutely. It's for anyone who wants to work on their confidence and they've got a specific goal they want to achieve. So yes, it can be for business owners, whether you are starting your business and you need the confidence to put it out there, whether you've got a business currently and you need the confidence to either be more visible, you need the confidence to sell more, you need the confidence to market yourself, whatever it is, it can absolutely work for you. And if you're not a business owner, it can work for you as well. As I said, we can work towards you getting a promotion or you asking for a pay rise, or it can help with you dating. So whoever you are, more confidence is what you need. The confidence course is for you. How much time would I need to dedicate to this? So initially when you work through the course, as I said, it's going to be drip fed. There's 6 modules, so it'll be drip fed across 6 weeks, and each module contains 5 shorter videos. So the videos are around 15 to 20 minutes long, plus the exercises that you may need to do at the end of the video. Not every video contains an exercise for you to do, but there are some that do contain videos. So initially, as you first work through the course, maybe around 30 minutes a day to work through the module, complete the exercise. For some exercises it may take longer, so you may need an hour and a half, but this can all be chunked up to fit into your schedule as and when you have the time. You have lifetime access to the course, so you don't have to complete it within 6 weeks. Like, you're not going to get like a red cross on your you're not going to get a red cross or like lose a gold star if you don't complete it within a certain amount of time. You've got lifetime access. You can complete it whenever you want. If you decide you want to take a lot longer, you could just do 1 video a week, and that would take you 30 weeks, which I feel like you probably want to get through a bit quicker than that. But yeah, so not much long, maybe 20-30 minutes a day initially, and then afterwards it's just using those tools regularly, which you can use like 5-10 minutes a day, sometimes even quicker. So if you have any more questions for me, then please do drop me a DM and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Or you can go to my stories. I think there's still a little sticker in there. You can ask me questions in there. And if you are ready to get the promotion, the pay rise, the clients, the relationships, the friendships, the followers, the inner peace, the work-life balance, the health, the life that you deserve, then you can join the confidence course now via rebeccalucyh.co/insta. or the link in my bio, or as I said, drop me a DM and I'll send it over to you. I am very, very excited about this course. As I said, it has been a long time coming. It has been 12 years of me working on myself, looking at what works, looking at what doesn't work, implementing everything that is in the course, and then the last 6 months of brainstorming and creating and bringing everything together in the best way possible. So, and by that I mean a way that can be easily digested for you, in a way that's accessible, in a way that isn't full of like jargon and isn't confusing or time extensive. That might not even be a word, but isn't going to take you like hours and hours and hours of your life. It has been created with a lot of love, and I'm very excited to be putting this out. So next group round starts on Monday 13th of March. You have until the 9th of March to join this group round, but when you join you have access to unlimited group rounds in the future. Ask me any questions you have and I will speak to you soon. Bye.